What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to the Roger Report. The news cycle is absolutely exploding, and we've got the inside track on the stories that are shaping the conversation right now. From jaw-dropping talent on the field to surprising personal dynamics and crucial team decisions, we're diving deep into the updates you need to know. Get ready, because the pace is relentless, and you're about to get the unmissable breakdown. First up, we're talking about arm talent that's turning heads, with an insider giving an unprecedented take on one of the league's most talked-about quarterbacks. Then, we shift gears to a more personal angle, exploring how major life events are unfolding away from the spotlight, revealing a fascinating dynamic behind the scenes. Next, we get into the nitty-gritty of team strategy and player impact, with a key defensive player locking down their future and a star quarterback focusing on building that crucial team chemistry. And finally, we've got a direct account of an unexpected interaction that's sparking plenty of discussion. It's all happening, it's all right here, and you won't want to miss a single second. Stick around. Incredible arm talent on display. There's a new buzz surrounding a veteran quarterback, and it's not about his age, but about the sheer power and precision of his throws. Former Steelers safety Ryan Clark, who has had a front-row seat to many quarterback performances over the years, including those of Ben Roethlisberger, recently shared his astonishment after witnessing Aaron Rodgers at training camp. Clark declared that Rodgers delivered some of the best footballs I ever saw thrown on those fields. This high praise comes even as Clark has been critical of Rodgers at times this offseason, highlighting that the physical talent remains undeniable. Rodgers, now 41, may not possess the same athletic mobility as in his younger days, but his arm talent is a different story. This is precisely the attribute that made the Steelers willing to invest in him, despite the team's recent struggles with veteran quarterbacks on short-term deals, a lesson learned from the Russell Wilson experiment last season. The expectation is that Rodgers' ability to push the ball deep and his pinpoint accuracy can elevate the Steelers' offense to a significantly higher level. His capacity to thread passes into tight windows and his rapid mental processing are expected to add new dimensions to the team's passing game, something fans haven't seen consistently in quite some time. However, for this partnership to truly flourish, several factors need to align. The offensive line must provide adequate protection, keeping Rodgers upright and comfortable in the pocket. Additionally, establishing a consistent rushing attack will be crucial to balancing the offense and taking pressure off the quarterback. If these elements fall into place, the existing offensive weapons provide ample opportunity for success. Rodgers did not participate in any preseason games, meaning his first on-field action will be against the New York Jets in the upcoming season opener. Yet, his strong finish to the previous season suggests he can pick up where he left off. The hope in Pittsburgh is that the exceptional throws Clark witnessed will translate into game-winning plays on the biggest stage. Audience impact. Fans are eager to see if Rodgers' celebrated arm talent can overcome the team's recent quarterback challenges and lead to a successful season. But the story of Aaron Rodgers isn't just about his arm. It's also about the personal connections he's building, or perhaps not building, off the field. We'll explore how family news is intersecting with his current situation. Family dynamics amidst career moves. While the football world buzzes about Aaron Rodgers' on-field capabilities, a significant personal narrative is unfolding, casting a spotlight on his family relationships and the contrasting milestones within them. As Rodgers gears up for his new chapter with the Steelers, his brother Jordan Rodgers and Jordan's fiancée, JoJo Fletcher, have shared heartwarming news of their own. They are expecting their first child. This joyous announcement, celebrated widely on social media, stands in stark contrast to the often reported strained relationship between Aaron and his family, a topic that has been a subject of public discussion for years. The timing of this pregnancy announcement, coming amidst Aaron's high-profile transition to a new team, naturally draws attention to the broader Rodgers family dynamic. Media outlets and fans alike have noted Aaron's consistent silence on the matter, a pattern that has characterized his public interactions regarding his family. While Jordan and JoJo have been open about their excitement and shared their journey with their followers, Aaron has maintained his privacy, offering no public comment on his brother's expanding family. This divergence in public expression highlights the complex and private nature of their familial ties. This personal backdrop adds another layer to the public perception of Aaron Rodgers. His dedication to his career and his focus on building chemistry with his new teammates in Pittsburgh are evident. However, the quietude surrounding his family life invites speculation and commentary, particularly when juxtaposed with his brother's very public celebration. It raises questions about the nature of their relationship, the reasons behind the perceived distance, and how such personal dynamics might influence an individual, even one as singularly focused as Rodgers appears to be. The contrast between the professional spotlight on Aaron and the personal milestones of his brother and his fiancée creates a compelling narrative. It underscores that even for public figures, the most significant moments often occur away from the cameras, within the private sphere of family. The pregnancy news serves as a poignant reminder of the different paths individuals take and the varying ways they navigate and share their life's journey. Audience impact. Fans are drawn to the personal stories behind public figures, with many speculating on the Rodgers family's private dynamics and expressing support for Jordan and JoJo's pregnancy announcement. Beyond the personal and the professional, the strategic moves within the league are also making headlines. We're turning our attention to the defensive frontlines and critical player acquisitions that could define upcoming seasons. Defensive anchor secures long-term deal. The Cincinnati Bengals have managed to retain a key player on their defensive front, signing veteran defensive end Trey Hendrickson to a significant one-year, $30 million contract extension. This agreement effectively ends a period of protracted contract negotiations that had even led to Hendrickson requesting a trade earlier in the offseason. The relief and clarity this deal provides are palpable, as Hendrickson expressed his eagerness to get back to focusing on the upcoming season and his team's performance. Hendrickson shared his perspective on the importance of finalizing the deal before the regular season commences, stating, "It gives a lot of clarity to the 2025 defense. It gives us a couple of more good practices, and with a great offseason in the books, both personally and as a team, I feel like now we can go collectively play for the 2025 Bengals. And what's best for the team is the best players playing in their relative positions." This sentiment underscores his commitment to the team's collective success and his understanding of his role within it. When asked about his future in Cincinnati beyond the current contract, Hendrickson adopted a day-by-day approach, indicating that discussions about long-term commitment would be handled as they arise. He acknowledged the raise he received as a blessing and expressed his deep connection to the city and the team. "I love this city, and with what's been happening the last couple of months, I've had time to reflect on what it means to me and how much I want to stay a Bengal for the 2025 season," he remarked, signaling a strong desire to remain with the franchise. Bengal's new defensive coordinator Al Golden praised Hendrickson's integration into the team system, noting his diligent work with strength and conditioning coach Joey Bose and his grasp of the playbook. "I think, obviously, his play, his resume, warrants that," Golden commented. "He's working on his conditioning with Joey and the staff, and he's doing a great job with the playbook and everything. And obviously, if we can get him out there, we can transition him onto the field fairly quickly, given his expertise and experience." Meanwhile, Steelers quarterback Aaron Rodgers is actively engaged in building chemistry with his new teammates, aiming to foster a cohesive offensive unit. Rodgers emphasized his intentional approach to daily interactions, seeking to connect with players like center Zach Frazier, guard Mason McCormick, guard Isaac Sumalo, tackle Troy Fautanu, and tackle Broderick Jones. He described these efforts as small victories every day when it comes to the chemistry-building stuff, highlighting his commitment to forging strong relationships. Wide receiver Scotty Miller echoed this sentiment, describing Rodgers as a great teammate who is genuine and welcoming, even hosting teammates at his home in Malibu to strengthen their bonds. Rodgers aims for an open-door policy, encouraging open communication to ensure alignment and avoid misunderstandings within the offense. Audience impact. Fans are reacting positively to Hendrickson's commitment to the Bengals, while Steelers supporters are encouraged by Rodgers' efforts to build team chemistry. But not all interactions are about building bridges. Sometimes, a simple encounter can create unexpected friction, leading to a surprising public statement from a prominent analyst. Unexpected camp encounter sparks controversy. A recent interaction at Steelers training camp has become a talking point, involving former Steelers safety and current ESPN analyst Ryan Clark and the team's new quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. Clark recounted an incident where he felt ignored by Rodgers during a visit to the team's facilities, an experience that has led to a notable exchange of words and opinions. Clark detailed the encounter on the Football America podcast, describing how he approached Rodgers while the quarterback was speaking with offensive coordinator Arthur Smith. "Aaron Rodgers looks at me and he doesn't say anything," Clark stated, as reported by Awful Announcing. Clark, who was part of the Steelers organization for many years and is a Super Bowl champion, had hoped for a more welcoming reception. "I was like, man, I would love to sit with him. I'm a part of the history there. He's the quarterback with our team now. I actually don't dislike him. I wanted to sit with him, welcome him to Steeler Nation, and just kind of have a conversation," he explained. Despite feeling snubbed, Clark surprisingly found a measure of respect for Rodgers' perceived authenticity. "I respected it because he was like, I'm not gonna be fake," Clark added. "For whatever he feels or whatever it is, he's not someone that I fool with in that way, and I'm not going to fake it. And I think it set the tone that you and I don't talk." This incident has drawn attention given Clark's history of public criticism towards Rodgers, particularly regarding the Steelers' decision to sign him. An older video even surfaced suggesting a long-standing personal grievance. While Clark acknowledges his past critiques, he maintains that he doesn't dislike Rodgers and was open to a civil interaction. However, Rodgers' alleged silence has been interpreted by Clark as a clear signal of a boundary, indicating that a personal relationship is not desired. Rodgers' actions, or lack thereof, in this specific instance are being viewed through the lens of his public persona and past controversies. Clark, a respected figure in the Steelers community, felt overlooked by a player he was willing to welcome to the team. This situation highlights the often complex dynamics between media figures, former players, and current athletes, especially when personal history and professional commentary intersect. Audience impact. Fans are divided, with some supporting Clark's perspective on professional courtesy and others defending Rodgers' right to manage his personal interactions, especially given Clark's past criticisms. And that brings us to the end of our deep dive into these top stories. But before you go, let's do a quick recap of everything we covered today. And that's a wrap on today's top stories. We heard about incredible arm talent that's making waves, explored some fascinating personal family dynamics, got the inside scoop on crucial team decisions and chemistry building, and uncovered a surprising camp interaction that's got everyone talking. You've got the rundown on what matters. Don't forget to hit that like button if you found this valuable, subscribe to the Roger Report for all your essential updates, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a beat. Drop a comment below and let us know your thoughts on these stories, and make sure to follow us on all social media platforms to stay connected. We'll see you next time.